The next type of PN junction, what we are doing is solar cell. All of you know solar cells, and most of you already have solar cells in your houses and places. Now, solar cells, this is also a type of a PN junction. Okay. Now, what exactly happens here? It is that device which converts solar energy into electrical energy, correct? It's a beautiful device because it gives us current. Simple. Now, what exactly happens in this solar cell? Look at this particular figure, the structure. Okay. Here, see the left hand side, that's the symbol what we use. But the right side is what is more important for us. Okay. Sunlight comes and hits the PN junction. But here the PN junction is a bit different compared to whatever we had for LEDs and photodiodes and a lot of other things. What happens here, as the sunlight comes and hits the PN junction, here we don't call it as a PN junction. What we do, you have two layers of semiconductor. In the sense, you have two wafers. Okay, between the wafers, what we have here, so in between the wafers, you are going to have certain type of material which helps in the conductivity. Okay, the top layer and the bottom layer. These are the two things. Now, in the top layer, we have something called as metal fingers or metal finger electrodes. Fair enough? Now, when I told you that you have two wafers, correct? The small, whatever that semiconductor layer you have, generally they are made of either silicon or gallium arsenide. Generally, these are the two, like popular elements and compounds what we are going to take. Now, what happens here? The working part. What's going to happen is that as the light comes and hits the semiconductor, there the holes and the electrons, both of them, they excite. In the sense, they absorb the energy, they excite, and they start to move. Basically move in the sense, they start to combine. The recombination is going to occur because of the energy of the sun. Fair enough? Once that occurs, then the two positive and negative terminal, they are connected or they are taken from the metal parts, correct? The metal electrodes part. And because of that, the current will start to flow. So, as in more and more and more intensity of light is provided for the solar panel, more is going to be the current what is being produced. Or you can say current increases. This is the figure what we have. Okay, look at the relation what we have here. This is what I was trying to explain. That's why, have you noticed there are certain solar lights. We keep it in the sun. The entire day we keep it in the sun to charge. Then in the night, that particular light or that device is going to start working. Okay, now let's understand the uses. This is the first use what I just told. Okay, it is used to charge the batteries which can be used later in the day or later in the night or whatever. Okay, if you see in villages and all, they have solar panels, they will keep it out in the sun, they charge the battery, they use it in the night. Okay, this is one of the most important use for this from this solar cell. Second one, very important. Have you seen a picture of a satellite? You see that there are solar panels, isn't it? Why? Because same reason. Solar panel uses those solar cells to absorb the power from the sun. These solar cells, they are also used for cooking and providing power for cooking purposes or pumping the water. These kind of domestic purposes also we use these solar panels or solar cells you can call it. Solar cells are also used in calculators, watches. Have you seen on the top of the calculator you will have a small solar cell. Even watches also have solar cells, and light meters also. Light meter is one of the device also. They all use solar cells again for the production of power. And remember I just told you in villages and all, the same use. Villages, solar panels or solar cells, they are like producers of power for that entire place. It's very, very important. And we also use solar cells in traffic signals, traffic lights. Probably you would have noticed this in your city where on top of it they will have a solar panel. Correct? So solar panels or solar cells has a lot of uses and advantages. Correct? In the next video, we'll understand about one more type of a diode called as Zener diode, and we'll understand what it is and how it works in the next video.